Welcome guys to my channel, and in this vlog we're going to be talking about microphones. We've each had private messages, people wanting to know a little bit more about the range and how it works, so I've got him indoors to talk about a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a rudimentary test. I'm not sure we're going to be fully ranged up, but as you know, we've spent quite a lot of money on the Sennheiser G4. It's a 112 series for anybody who's looking at it. It's about £500. What it will do, it will give you some additional range. So the mic we're using at the moment, I'm going to hold it to the camera. It's a lapel mic as well, so we're going to attach one of those. They're really good, so at the range that we're at now, and when it's got a kind of line of sight to the camera, you're going to be hearing me absolutely fine. But the question is it perfect if you want to do kind of longer distance stuff, and is it reliable when you're turning round? So here are the rules of the game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm trying to reach into my pocket now. This was the bit I was supposed to be all really organised about. I had somewhere in my pocket, I have in my pocket, a whistle. So we're going to start off with the Rode Wireless Go and Rode Wireless lapel mic. So it's also going to be a lapel mic in your pocket. When you break up out of range, because it's going to be the only mic we're listening to, I'm going to go. And do you know what? We don't even know whether you can hear that on the tape yet or not, but it's a whistle. So you'll hear that, yeah?
I'll hear that.
That means that this microphone, the one I'm currently wearing, has come out of range and it's breaking up. So after a second or so, you're just going to pick up and you're then going to say, right, we're going to carry on because the other microphone will be picking up. You know where the end of the street is. I don't think you're going to get all the way to the end of the street because there's all sorts of clutter and things in the way. But when the other one stops working, I feel like the Gladiator, I'm going to blow it twice. And you should be able to hear that, yeah?
Yeah.
Fine, so are we ready?
I'm ready.
Siobhan, can you open your coat up for us?
I can.
Okay, we don't need it anymore.
No.
You've got the Sennheiser one.
In my right hand pocket.
Yeah, where is it?
It's right down the pocket.
It's right in
They're
over
very
here.
deep pockets, so.
They're very deep pockets, lots of cash in them. That's in here with its already slightly bent antenna, but that's fine. They do tend to get.
I can then zip.
Yeah, zip them up to about, a bit more. Yeah, about there, yeah.
There, okay. This is what the Rode Wireless Go sounds like, and this is what the Sennheiser sounds like. So I'm going to start walking and I'm going to be using the Rode Wireless Go, and then I'm going to be switching over to the Sennheiser when the other one breaks up. Let's go. So hopefully you're still able to hear me. And this is quite a good test actually, and it's not too windy, so I'm not going to get too much interference. And it's quite a nice evening. Earlier it was raining, and hopefully we're going to get down towards the end. I think it's probably going to pick up not too bad. Okay. Maybe I've lost myself, which I absolutely have. This is why I like having a guide dog, because they're much easier than navigating with a cane. But that's okay, so we're now switching over to the Sennheiser mic because the other one has gone out of range. So now you're hearing me on the £500 mic, which is pretty awesome. I think that's fantastic. I think they both have really good qualities. It depends on what you're looking for, but him indoors knows a little bit more about that than I do. Well, a lot more than I do. I just can talk. Okay, so we're still walking down the road quite happily, and I'm sure that you're still able to hear me, guys, because this has got a really good range. There we go. So that's really, really good. I think it's really fantastic to be able to have so many different options depending on budget, depending on what you want to use it for. So I'm really quite impressed actually. We've got some fantastic kit, absolutely phenomenal. There we go. And I'm lucky because we were going to do it earlier and the rain was just horrendous. So I'm glad that I waited, even though it's dusk. It doesn't bother me that it's getting dark, but it might bother you guys watching it. But hopefully you can get the idea of the sound. That's really what I want to aim for, is the sound more than anything. testing out the range. So here we go. This is why I love my wonderful little fluffy guide dog, because he's so awesome at just going in a straight line. I feel like I've had too much to drink. Right, debrief time. Where's him indoors?
Well, the one thing I can tell you is we're definitely a good 10 minutes past the time it said sunset was here. So I should still be able to see us because we've got a great big huge light there, but we might now look like we're doing it in pitch black. I don't know, but it's going to be cool. So the one thing I would say, it's hard for me to know how far down the road you'd gone, but it sounded like a long way.
Yeah, I think it was quite good.
The wireless road one, I could still hear you in range at that point. I guess that's the one I'm wearing now. That one seemed to break up quite quickly.
Yeah.
The other one went much further, and to me, I don't know whether you thought 80 to 100 metres.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a lot more.
The one thing I would say, so the difference between them when I was listening to the headphones is that with the Rode wireless microphone, and we stress again, this video may not be for everybody, but we've had lots of private messages, so if you don't want to listen, we understand, but it's just people are saying, what mic should I go for? They both should pick up that. Sounded like a dodgy exhaust job, if I'm honest, no pun intended. It didn't sound like a Ferrari to me. But I would say that because the Rode one works through the kind of the wireless frequency and it's digital, when it broke up, it really started to break up. So they're either on or they're off. Yeah. With the Sennheiser, that works on an analog system. And that means that we started hearing a bit of for the last, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. Okay. But it was working. Yeah. And when you turned round, my perception was that it was really clear because it was sort of line of sight. But the point is, the reason you'd use either of these, okay, is if you're doing kind of an interview style thing, and you'd have a proper camera operator and it would be all framed up and everything, is you can talk quite freely and you can turn around and it's not too much of a problem, and you can talk away. In reality, if you are doing what we're doing here or talking straight to the camera, this Rode Wireless Go mic is really very good. It's about, I think it's £169. It's a lot cheaper than it was. The microphone that comes with, I bought with it, which is the Rode Wireless Go Lav or something like that anyway, but that's I think about £59. The kit that you've got there is altogether different. It's a broadcast kit. Yeah. So it's £499 on sale at the moment. We got it from Gear4 Music. It's not sponsored anywhere, it's just where we bought it from. It's a Generation 4 112 series, but it's much more reliable. So when you're turning around and stuff, you know that you're not going to lose it. I would be worried, I'm going to test this, okay, and it's also going to throw the autofocus off. I'd be worried, it probably is working, but if I'm turning around with this one, I'd be worried that my body position is blocking it and it may or may not work. Hopefully it will do. We're not going to know till we listen later. Would you like to turn around and talk?
Yeah,
so just
hopefully.
Turn around this way. Yep, keep going.
I'm not going to disorientate myself. Yep. Hopefully you'll be able to still hear me.
And you definitely will. I mean, no doubt you 100% will. So if you turn back round this way.
Amazing.
Are you happy with the microphones? I'm
really happy with the microphones. Like I was saying, it depends on people's budgets, it depends on what people want it for, but we're really fortunate and lucky that we've got two, so we can use depending on what we want to use it for.
Can I turn into you in a minute? Can I pretend I know what I'm doing with interviews?
Yeah, go
on. We're investing quite a lot of money in YouTube kit, so the ambition is your channel's going to grow. Yeah. We've not seen any return because it's not monetized, right? No. Because you're trying to push up the subscribers and whatever. But the main reason is because you enjoy making it. Why are we spending so much money on kit?
I think for me, it's about having really good quality kit, so then people are coming back to my channel and getting a really good view, whether it's visually and audio. And I think sound is so important. I think over anything else, sound is always going to be up there because you want people to hear what you're saying. But also visually, it's really important as well. So that's why I think it's, worth doing. Worth doing, yeah, exactly.
We've got a motorcycle or something coming past us. Yeah. We're going to let that go past us. Look, I think, for me, the fact that we can use this equipment on our own, and we're using it now, we have no camera operator. The camera's there. We are just at a distance. We know it's going to be absolutely fine because of the lens that we're using. If the framing was important, we'd use an app called Ira. Okay, yeah. We want something that we know is professional. So you recently did a video, didn't you, on Welcome app. So if we were doing something like that, then we might use the app and Ready to Rock. Yeah. But for things like this, it's a vlog, and it's the content. But actually, sound is one of the most important things you can do for YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's
so you could get your smartphone and do a really, really good vlog, no problems at all. The kit that we've got, if anybody's interested, whack it in the comments or message us and we could do a video on it, right?
Yeah, that'd be good.
But I'm really keen to stress, nobody said anything to us about this, I've said it to you. I don't necessarily want to be front of camera a lot on your vlog for a couple of reasons. And the one of them is it's Blind Girls Vlogs.
Yeah, but you're a girl. I'm joking.
Well, I'd have no problem with that. Anyway,
Yeah.
we rock, but what I would say is look, I think it's because it's a technical thing and I'm really geeky.
But also, what I want to stress as well is that you don't have to spend so much money on getting really good kit.
Well, I was
You
just
can
going
use
to
a
say,
smartphone.
why don't we do a vlog on it at some point?
Okay,
and
let us
talk
know in the
about how you
comments
do it on a
below.
budget.
Yeah,
But no, I'm going to say this. The reason, if it's something technical or whatever, I don't mind whittering away. I'm going to ask you to come a bit close, because I'm slightly worried. You ought to be okay, but I'm slightly worried whether the lens is going to get us both in. But it's a bit
Well, you're more techie than I am on that side, so it's good to have.
Well, without going to wear or whatever, my day job is being this side of the camera, so somebody else does that. But when I used to work at a commercial news organisation, I used to do an awful lot of overnight things, and I had so much training. And I am, for a much larger organisation, the trainer who trains blind people how to do video editing, because actually it is accessible on Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
Not like
You've demonstrated,
news.
haven't you?
I've done something on
Yeah.
it. But I'd love to do one on the camera kit and how we're using that.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be confusing to people, right?
Yeah, it probably is. So look, whack us in the comments what you think, guys, and if you want to see more techie videos and how we use it and stuff like that.
And I have a question. It's this. Right, you keep trying to bait your viewers to get you to say that you're faking your blindness so you can take your eyes out, aren't you? And I really don't want you to do it.
I do actually.
I want to go on record and say I don't want her to do it.
I think it's really important. I want
Yeah.
to be able to show people that, you know, by taking my eyes out, it's not gruesome, because
Yeah.
there's so many people out there who don't know. So.
Yeah. Yeah, talk to me, not your camera.
Oh, well, I want to talk to the camera.
Yes, but you can talk to me. I just think I don't think you need to do it.
Well, it depends. I think it's interesting. There's loads of different stuff on YouTube about operations and things like that. So I don't see why there would be any issue. I want to do it. I want someone to come and tell me that I'm faking my blindness, so I can pop them out for you.
Yeah, I can't pop my eyes out.
And on that note,
because they're real eyes, they're just broken ones. Hey, listen, we're going to wrap up then.
we are.
This is Blind Girl Vlogs, it's not my channel. I don't want to hijack it, and I don't want to be in them particularly. It's because she's bending my arm literally into doing that.
Yeah.
But if you've got any technical questions, I will definitely answer that. Stick them in the comments below, and I will answer it, because mics and audio is the best thing you can do. If you want to do it on a budget, and we'll do a whole video on this, get your smartphone and get a microphone for your smartphone. It's going to be fantastic. If you want to really blow the bank and almost do it as a little bit of a hobby, you can do what we do and have what we joke as being like a little bit of an advanced Meccano set. But we should wrap it up, because I'm really not sure whether they ought to be able to see us, right?
Hopefully,
We've
but then
got a
it's
light.
sound.
Tell us, are we totally in the dark? Can you see anything behind us? And what do you think of the audio? So this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn slightly away from you. This is the wireless, the Rode Wireless Go with its microphone, and
This is the Sennheiser, which I'm turning around, and there we go.
I wasn't doing the turning around bit. Now you make us look really special.
Oh,
Thanks
good.
for that. Bloody stereotypes. Subscribe.